Alright, guys. So this is a fanfiction idea I've been wanting to do since I've thought of it, but but the moment never really, arrived. I never had time to finally do it, until now. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is, as you can see for this fanfiction idea, Godzilla versus Big O. Yeah, I don't think I've talked about Big O on this channel at all. I really love the anime, and I've always wanted to do something with Big O in a crossover video. So, yeah, it made a lot of sense to have Godzilla take on, Big O. So here we go. So the story basically begins with, in Paradigm City, and several boats, fishing vessels have gone missing. Several of them have been destroyed or just gone completely missing, and any known survivors are basically we can't, all we've managed to find is just wreckage, and everywhere we go, there's just this high level of radiation. There's just this incredibly high level of radiation that comes from these from these spots. So we don't know what's going on. We don't know what the whole deal is, and they're scared. Everyone's scared. It could be a new Megaduce that has been awakened, or it's something worse. Because one person did survive and say it was God. They said it was God and died, and they're like, that God? What? What's that? So the police bring in Roger Smith to help investigate, because Big O is basically Batman with a giant robot. Don't lie, that's exactly what it is. Do not lie. Don't lie to me, and more importantly, don't lie to yourself. You know it's true. So Roger has to figure out what's going on. But as he's trying to piece all the missing boats together, just looking at all the evidence and whatnot to figure out what it is, something arose from the sea and is approaching Paradigm City. Godzilla has returned. And the thing about when Godzilla arrives in Paradigm City, the scariest thing happens when Godzilla arrives in Paradigm City. Everyone remembers him. Remember, the whole thing about in Big O is that everyone's memories are gone due to an event. But when people see Godzilla, when they see Godzilla make landfall in Paradigm City, the shock of seeing him makes them remember him. That's how traumatic seeing Godzilla again is. It's such a traumatic event for everyone that Godzilla has triggered their memories of him, or at least the history of Godzilla. They know, and they're like, no, him, not him. It's Godzilla. Even when Roger looks at him, all he can do is just look on in fear and go, it's Godzilla. He's come to kill us. And sure enough, that's what Godzilla does, is that Godzilla proceeds to just start wrecking Paradigm City the moment he, rises out of the sea and, makes landfall on the city. He just proceeds to just blast away at everywhere, and people are running, there's people in tears, there's even, people who are, so terrified of seeing Godzilla again that they literally just grab a gun and just blow their own brains out. Because they remember him, and more importantly, what he did to humanity. Either reading through history books or seeing him in person, they know Godzilla doesn't, Godzilla is only here to kill us, and that's it. Godzilla is only here for one reason: to kill every living being he sees. So obviously, Roger has to, fight through the fear he's now feeling to summon Big O. And he gets a call from Dorothy's I don't know who that is, what is Godzilla? And he's like, Godzilla was a monster that we created through man's hubris and our disregard for the unknown. He's, Godzilla is only here, he is the punishment of for mankind. And Dorothy's I don't think, I can, I don't, even Norman back at the mansion is run, Smith, just run. You can't. You can't beat him. And Roger's just like, I have to try. So he gets in Big O, and Godzilla and Big O like collide. So as Godzilla's Godzilla and Big O, do battle, and it's big. Like Godzilla gets like Big O just is like, Big O, showtime, and just goes in to punch him and just clocks Godzilla against the face, and he's just like, and all Roger can do is, oh dear. So Godzilla like just charges Big O and just like pushing him through several buildings, killing millions. Of course, this is going really well for Alex Rosewater, who's kind of watching this from afar, and Alex is just like, this is so much fun. I can retake over with Big O gone. I can I can find a way to rebuild the city in my own image after Godzilla kills Big O and the rest of the rabble. It's gonna be amazing. But as Godzilla and Big O continue to do battle, Big O is just trying to Roger's trying to have Godzilla have Big O just kind of swing away at him. Godzilla catches one of Big O's fists and just proceeds to chuck him into several buildings. As Big O's getting back up, Godzilla just charges up again, blasts him. Roger gets out of the way at the last second, but he's already realizing, oh shit, this is going really bad, and people are dying left and right. I have to find a way to end this fight now. I have to find a way to stop this fight from getting way out of hand. There is no way I can beat him. So Roger uses Big O to just tackle Godzilla back out in the sea, which is even worse because now Godzilla's even more in his element. So as Big O's charging up his beam, they get into a beam fight. He actually does get Godzilla because Godzilla didn't have enough time to fully charge up his atomic breath. But as the smoke clears, Roger's like, yeah, I think I stunned him, or at the very least wounded him. Godzilla's under the water, comes up behind Big O, just bites down on its shoulder and just starts ripping off Big O's arm. Roger manages to get him off, and the damage Big O is suffering is just critical. There is no other way for Godzilla. I mean, there's no other way for Big O to defeat Godzilla. He's fucked. There's no way in this fight that he can come out on top in a matchup with such a monster. And even Roger's like, this thing is going to kill me. There's no other way around it. This thing is going to just going to kill me, and then it's going to kill everyone in Paradigm City, and I have 100% failed. There's no other way around it. But Roger then hears over the radio Norman calling him, and he's like, Norman, now's not a good time. And Norman goes, yeah, Dorothy's on her way. And he's like, what? Tell her to go. And Godzilla is still attacking him. And during the fight, he's just just damaging Big O. He's just making him into scrap metal at this point. And Big O is just trying to fight back as best it can. But Dorothy has got her own little plan, and basically that plan is gather as much people as she can and attract Godzilla back to the city. And when Roger sees this, he's like, what the fuck are you thinking? Get out of there, he's going to kill you all. But as Godzilla approaches Dorothy and the humans she's gotten together, they all bow to him. They all they all bow in forgiveness and beg for forgiveness for what they did to Godzilla, of making him what he is, and man's hubris. And he's like, we've already suffered, we've lost our memories, and we will remember you. We will remember, and we will never forget, and never make another there will never be another Godzilla. So Godzilla pauses for a minute, just kind of watching them, and then just and proceeds to leave. And Roger's like, I should really try to fight him. I really don't. I really can't fight him. So Godzilla disappears back into the ocean, and Roger's talking to Dorothy. He's like, how did you know that would work. And she's like, I didn't. I just banked on the idea that this monster, like you said, that monster will never forgive us. So the only thing we can do is keep our promise that we will never, make another monster. We'll never make another Godzilla. We'll never use atomic weapons again. He's like, I hope humanity in the future will remember that. And that's the end of the story. So there you go, guys. Like I said, it's a quick story, but I've always wanted to do this as a fanfiction idea. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of Godzilla vs. Big O? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.